Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Sukma Maisana Bella Maulida. Today I would like to present my statistic project for the final exam. This presentation consists of two types of research, namely experimental research and correlational research. The purpose of this presentation is to explain the research background, research design, statistical analysis, and the results of each study. Okay guys, for the first, I will explain about my experimental research. The title of my experimental research is The Effect of Using Audio Replay on Students' Listening Comprehension Scores. And next, I will explain about the background of the study. Listening comprehension is a fundamental skill in English learning, yet many students still face difficulties in this area. In many classroom situations, listening materials are played only once, which limits a student's opportunity to fully understand the content. As a result, students may fail to identify the main ideas, specific details, or important information. Allowing students to replay the audio is expected to reduce these difficulties by giving them additional time to process and confirm the information they hear. Therefore, this study aims to investigate whether the use of audio replay has a significant effect on student listening comprehension scores. Next, I will explain about research design. The study employed a quasi-experimental research design. Two groups were involved in this study. For the first, the experimental group, where students were allowed to replay the listening audio, and the control group, where students listening to the audio only once. Both groups received the same listening material and were given the same listening comprehension test after the treatment. The difference between the two groups was only the use of audio replay. Okay, and next I will explain about the research variables. In the study, the independent variable is the use of audio replay during listening activities. The dependent variable is students' listening comprehension score, which reflects students' understanding of the listening materials. And next, I will explain about statistical analysis use. The statistical analysis used in this experimental research is the Mann-Whitney-U test. This test was selected because the study compared the scores of two independent groups. In addition, the number of participants was relatively small, and the data were not assumed to be normally distributed. For these reasons, a non-parametric statistical test was considered more suitable than a parametric test. And next, I will explain about the results and the data analysis. As you can see, based on the SPSS output, the experimental group showed a higher mean rank than the control group. This means that students who were allowed to replay the audio generally achieve higher listening comprehension scores. The significance value obtained from the Mann-Whitney test was lower than 0.05, therefore the null hypothesis was rejected. These findings indicate that there is statistically significant difference in listening comprehension scores between students who were allowed to replay the audio and those who were not. Okay, the interpretation of these findings, the results suggest that audio replay provides students with an additional opportunity to listen carefully and confirm their understanding. By listening more than once, students can focus on different aspects of the audio such as pronunciation, vocabulary, and meaning. This supports that idea that repetition to play an important role in improving listening comprehension. The next is conclusion of experimental research. In conclusion, allowing students to reply listening audio has a significant positive effect on their listening comprehension scores. Students in the experimental group consistently perform better than students in the control group. The findings indicate that audio replay can be an effective strategy to enhance students' listening ability. Okay, enough for the experimental research design. The next is the correlational research design. Okay, the next I will explain about the correlational research. The title of my correlational research is The Correlation Between Students' Listening Practice Frequency and Their Listening Scores. For the first, I will explain about the background of the study. Students have different habits when it comes to practicing listening outside the classroom. Some students practice in listening to English frequently, while others practice only occasionally. These differences in practice frequency might influence their listening performance. Therefore, this research aims to examine whether there is a relationships between listening practice frequency and listening scores. Next, I will explain about research variables. The independent variable in this study is listening practice frequency, measured in times per week. And the dependent variable is listening scores, which reflects students' listening performance. And the next, I will explain about statistical analysis used. The statistical analysis applied in this study is the Pearson product moment correlation. This test was chosen because both variables are numerical in nature and measured on interval and ratio scales. The purpose of the analysis is to examine the strength and direction of the relationship between the two variables. And the next I will explain about the results and data analysis. As you can see, based on the SPSS correlation output, the Pearson correlation coefficient obtained was R equals 0.985. This value indicates a very strong positive correlation between listening practice frequency and listening score. The significance value was less than 0.05, which means that the correlation is statistically significant. These results show that higher listening practice frequency is associated with higher listening scores. The interpretation of the findings suggest that students who practice listening more frequently tend to develop better listening skills. Regular exposure to spoken English helps students become more familiar with pronunciation, intonation, and vocabulary. As a result, their listening comprehension performance is improved. Okay, the conclusion of the correlational research. In conclusions, there is a significant and very strong positive correlation between listening practice frequency and listening scores. This means that frequent listening practice plays an important role in improving student listening performance. Okay, that was the explanation of my experimental research and my correlational research. To conclude, both studies show that effective learning strategies and consistent practice significantly contribute to students' listening achievement. Allowing audio replay and encouraging regular listening practice can help students improve their listening comprehensions. Okay guys, enough for me. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.